What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna recap my 2025 day trading gains. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you how I did it, the techniques I used, and hopefully you can learn something from this video. If you look right here, year-to-date returns, we were up 56%. Comparing that to the S&P 500, made 19.35%. We are very proud, so let's get into the grand total. Zooming in at the top here, we've made over $102,540 day trading this year, which has been excellent in 2025. This has been highlighted by some gains. United Healthcare, I've made over $37,000 on. Tesla, I've made over $13,000 on. Nvidia, I made over 12 grand on. But there is a big loss in here, and we will go over this at the end of the video. Klarna stock. I lost over $25,000 trading Klarna stock. Trading comes with risk, and not everybody wins. But if you look, that was an awful trade, because if you look at my overall P&L, my losses are very small, except for this Klarna position that got away. And we'll break down the psychology of that trade later on. So stick around to the end of the video. So for those of you that are not aware, take a look on my YouTube channel. If you click on the links section right here under the WHOP, I have an investing community. If you want to join and directly chat about stocks, crypto, going over trading strategies, swing strategies, click the link in the WHOP and you'll gain access to directly chat with me and every member in the investing community. There's a lot that's offered here, so definitely message me if you are interested in the comment section below. After you join the WHOP, you'll gain access to directly chat right in this text box right here. You'll also gain announcements with the investors in the community, and also my educational portfolio view where you can see my long-term buys and sells. Also our educational stock ideas where our swing trading is, and also our live streams, which are normally on Wednesdays and on weekends to review stock analysis. You also gain access to my long-term investment portfolio strategy and gain access to the beginners courses that I've created. So definitely come check it out. There's a lot to offer on here. Love to see you in here. So now we're gonna slow down the video a little bit. We're gonna break down how I made $37,000 on UNH stock. Let's go back to the 1-year chart. Last year, United Healthcare went from $594 all the way down to $230 per share, down 63% in a 3-month period from April to July 31st. Now, I did not make money when it went down like this. I made money after it reclaimed a support level. It went down all the way, still didn't buy, went down here, purchased shares on the way up from 260 up here to resistance at 315, and then repurchased shares higher at 322 and sold up at 360. So let's break that down. Let's get into it. Hopefully you can learn a little bit of something from this video. So after United Healthcare sold all the way off, there were a few things that I was watching. I waited for this new low to break, which it sold all the way off to $243. Once it retested that low, I still didn't even buy UNH. I didn't know how low it was gonna go. It was a fallen knife. It even proved to make lower lows right here. Zooming in on the 6-month chart, it went down to $230 per share. A big thing that I was watching was the RSI and the price action. RSI is not indicated just for the entry, it is just to see how oversold it is. So I saw in the past when it first went down here on May 15th, all the way down to 243, the RSI was down to 12 on the 1-year chart, indicating oversold. Then I wanted to see, well, what was the RSI here at $230 per share? It went as low as 24. So right in this aspect, I was seeing we were having a divergence in the RSI. If you look right here, it won't let me circle right here, but the RSI at 12 in April, and then the RSI on the 1-year chart was lining up to be 20 to 23, indicating a higher change from that low right there. Now, if you change the RSI and go just strictly off of the chart, we know that the RSI was 12 here, the RSI was 24 here on the 1-year chart, and it was showing bullish divergence. Now we started making that entry around 260, and we knew that our stop was going to be, where do you think it'll be? It was right below the $230, because that's the new low. So we traded shares from 260 all the way up to $315 per share. Now I didn't just make this line up. What I did was I looked in the previous 6 months, and you can see in this area, we had this bounce from 244 all the way up to $321, and we had this massive red candle sell off. So that was going to be my resistance when my entry was right here. So when it started coming up, I sold into this resistance that I saw looking to the left, which was only less than 2 months prior. So that trade was very healthy and I made over $37,000. The other trade I made was when it broke this resistance, which was a clear resistance point around $327, indicated right in this aspect here, 322 up to 327. Next, I made the trades based off of using previous support levels. Now let's focus on Google stock. Google, we were up over $12,000 on. We bought this dip in April when everybody said Google was going out of business. We bought over here and accumulated shares in the 140 to 160 zone and rode it all the way up to this $300 per share, still holding shares. I want to break that down for you so you can get an idea. If you're in the WHOP, this is the stocks that we are talking about to swing trade. We're not trading companies that don't make any money. We are looking for opportunities. It was trading at $140 per share. RSI in the 1 year was 29. And it wasn't just we entered because of the RSI. We waited for it to establish a pattern. We noticed on the 6-month chart, it started to form a pattern. It had this channel. Once it hit this low at 136, blasted up to about 160, and then it started to respect the levels. It held $150 per share. We were accumulating in this position. It started coming back up and it was making higher lows, 150 down to 160, continuing to add on these dips, using this channel as our way to guide us to making more money. And then once they had their earnings, they blasted up from 213, had a nice little luck from there, and then went from 213 up to 328. Now, my last strategy to making money is my scalping strategy. Within my WHOP, the investing community will definitely acknowledge that I love to scalp. That's because over the years, I've learned to trade level 2, which is right here with the bid and the ask. I've learned to read the level 2 tape and identify areas of support and areas of rejection, which has helped me day trade, especially earnings reports and day trading the open. So that is another skill that you can learn. And if you join the WHOP, you can directly chat with me and we will discuss it. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you to my channel members that have subscribed to the channel and are paying a fee to help support me on my trading journey. I hope I am helping you in some way when it comes to your investing journey. Always take a look for your members only videos, whether it's stock market trading or just early access to QQQ SPY and Magnificent 7 stocks, the levels, the breakdown. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share this channel to inspire somebody else that is learning how to day trade. So here it is, guys, Klarna stock, ticker symbol KLAR. If you look at this stock right here, you can see where it all went wrong. I bought the IPO over here around $45 per share, gave it a chance, started selling off, and all it did was sell off. It went as low as $35 right here. I said to myself, okay, I need to make a decision. I decided to hold. Popped up to here to $43, still didn't take the loss, which is something that I regret. Good learning experience. Pulled back, had to cut the loss back here at $35. I got afraid, thought it was going to continue to go lower, lost $25,000 on it, and it continued to reject this pattern moving lower. Yes, I probably could have sold and not taken as big a loss, but I didn't know it was going to recover back up to $39. And looking at it, it went all the way as low as $27. So I'm glad I got rid of the position at that point at $35. It is still selling off, making lower lows. So we will see what happens in the future with Klarna. But for now, that stock has taken my soul.